Yes, Vuya, and I must tell you that part of the reason why I didn't pop up on the screen immediately after the president spoke, because I did get to have a quick chat with him about what he just announced. And I said to him, hey, President, you know, there's going to be lots of reaction to this. And he said, well, I know, I'm aware. And part of being the president is understanding that sometimes when you make a decision, others will be happy, and other days some people won't. And so that was the immediate reaction of the president, almost verbatim. So, but I'm going to speak to his spokesperson. You speak on behalf of the First Citizen. Let's start off here. Why were you late?
Well, we were late for two reasons. One, we decided to just go through the text again and make sure that the president is happy, everyone is happy. But more importantly, Ziyanda, the president called some of the GNU leaders, not all of them, but he managed to get hold of some of them to just share with them and take them into his confidence on the announcement he was about to make, which was appropriate in the context of the partnership in the GNU for him to do so. And so he spent that bit of time doing that, and then we had to do a technical test before we started.
That is an important point, actually, given what we've seen with the GNU. Perhaps the shock here for Firoz Cachalia. You sit with the president everywhere he goes, on planes and things. Did he perhaps share with you why this particular adjunct professor from Witwatersrand?
Well, I guess outside of Professor Cachalia as an individual and his appropriate experience and qualifications for such a task, the principle was it may be best at this point in time to look at a talent pool outside of Parliament, outside of Cabinet, to come in at this period when there is a little bit of, call it, turmoil within SAPS, and also to just add new energy as we seek to resolve all of these issues. And so luckily the president had that option to A, exercise it in terms of the constitution, B, the availability of leadership talent with the prerequisite security cluster experience to come in and support the endeavor to reshape SAPS and to also forge ahead with the fight against crime.
I mean, you were there just now when I just briefly had a chat with the president, and my last word to him was, but President, people are going to say you've got something to hide. And I'm sure he's aware of the sentiment, given how the various characters have in some way or the other linked to him, like this Brown Makhotsi. Take us into some of the thinking behind, this announcement, and not, and yes, he's removed Newzroom Afrika, but does he think this is enough?
First of all, this commission of inquiry will be transparent and open, so South Africans will be able to follow the evidence that will be delivered. Should there be a case where the presiding officer feels other matters are too sensitive from a national security point of view, the presiding officer will use his discretion in that regard. It will not be the president's call. So there's going to be a great deal of transparency. Secondly, you saw that the timelines are tight. He's expecting an interim report, the first one in 3 months, the second one in 6 months. In that time, should there be enough evidence that can be referred to prosecution, that will happen. And so this demonstrates the seriousness in which he takes these allegations, the seriousness in which he regards the vital importance of SAPS as a crime-fighting instrument in our country.
The president, in his earlier statement before today's address, said he'd be meeting various stakeholders. We understand that Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi would have been one of them. What, without betraying, of course, sensitive details, who else did the president meet with as a part of his consultations? And what actually took place with his meeting with Mkhwanazi? What was the purpose?
As he undertook that he will meet all the relevant and impacted stakeholders on the matter, he did so. I won't venture into outlining individuals and all the stakeholders that are relevant to the matter were engaged by the president.
All right.
Sufficiently.
Sufficient consensus seeking, including GNU partners. Let's allow Vincent Magwenya to take leave of office in a way, as he has also, been with the president.